it's just like being dark is just the cards already dealt against you innately.
It's like starting a game on hard mode.
Yeah, starting a game with everything's like no, you're not gonna succeed, you're failure, you're failing, you're failing, you're failing. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing something a bit different. It's a new series we're trying to start called Outsourcing the Internet.
Yep, where anything weird or interesting, or it could be anything.
Anything we would like to discuss and would like to share it with you guys. And I was watching YouTube and they recommended this BuzzFeed video called "Why is India so obsessed with fair skin?"
I had no idea about this. I didn't know that was a thing.
This is why, like, I want him. I've already watched the video. I just want him to like. And this is not a problem only in India. This is like a problem in Africa, just a society problem. And because I know you have no idea about this, and I want, more than anything, I just want you to understand that kind of thing.
Is it classed under the same category of racism, or is that sort of a separate topic?
The idea of like fair skin is just like ingrained in people's brains.
Exactly. It's
like,
not.
It's better.
It's not exactly race, but it is skin
It is race. It is race. The video goes on to explain it's because being like fairer due to like the colonization and stuff. Like when the colonizers, they were obviously more fair skinned. They never worked. So they were staying in the inside, therefore they had fair skin, and it was connotated with being rich and in power and smart and clever and stuff. And the people who were outside were darker skin, obviously, because you were in the sun, and that makes you darker and tan. Not only in India, in Africa as well. There's so many like skin bleaching creams. It
was a thing in Victorian times in England. That was absolutely a thing. Wealthy people were the pale ones.
It makes you think like, oh, the racism, like black versus white thing that's going on in America at the moment, like it's all like rooted in those things. It's all rooted in that mentality. This is what the video is about. I wanted to share with you guys also if you have not seen it. 2, 3, go.
Almost for centuries, this obsession with fairness has been there. This prejudice against the dark has been there.
Skin lightening market in Asia Pacific alone is valued at over $13 billion US.
It's pretty obvious that India is obsessed with fair skin. Over and over again, our television screens, magazines, and even Facebook feeds are bombarded with ads telling us that if we're not fair skinned, we're basically gonna have a shitty, loveless, and unsuccessful life. This obsession is actually subliminal conditioning over decades. The first instance of fairness creams being advertised in India was when Afghan Snow was introduced by E.S. Pathanwala in 1919. While India's fascination with fair skin is literally thousands of years old, the biggest move towards monetizing that obsession came in 1978 when Unilever unveiled a cream called Fair and Lovely.
Pause. I remember that cream when I was in Uganda, called Fair and Lovely, and they used to have like a whole range, and they used to have like a picture, they used to have a picture of like a dark woman, and they just have her like transitioning, like there's her being really dark.
That's horrific.
It's on a product, there's her being like extremely dark, and then they just show her skin like slowly and slowly like changing tones. Fairer you are, the more lovely. Oh
god, that's not even subliminal, that's just blatant.
Exactly, but that's the thing. People who are using these creams, it's so much in your head that you don't see what's wrong with it.
It's, well, at least partially subconscious. It's, you don't think, I'm too dark, I'm gonna be too light. I just think, oh, that'll make me look nicer.
Yeah, because that's why, because they think being light is being nicer, and I hope like people get to know that that's not the case. Like in Uganda, did I tell you? In Uganda, my mom said like there were people who were telling her like she used to be prettier when she was lighter. Her skin has gotten darker with time, maybe spending more time in the sun or whatever, and people were telling her that she was prettier when she was like lighter and she needs to lighten her skin.
That's ridiculous.
And I told her you don't need to lighten your skin to be pretty, like you don't.
Even just for, is that from other Ugandans?
Yeah, and this is a thing they're saying as not an insult. That's the thing that like just boggles my mind. It's like, just an observation. They just kind of say, you know how they're calling me fat?
Oh yeah, all the time.
That kind of like that kind of like, it's not a big deal, it's just something they say.
It's like saying, oh, your hair's different, or oh, you look cool with this hair, I guess.
Yeah, it's on that kind of level.
It's about looks rather than race necessarily.
Yeah.
It's not like we want you to be white, it's we want you to look prettier, but that prettier is
it is about race underneath it all. Like, so they're not thinking about it in the moment that it's about race, but underneath it all it is, because they're trying to like achieve this fair.
But how can it be about race when for example in Uganda, it's Ugandans speaking about other Ugandans? It's not like some Ugandans wanting themselves or others to be white, surely.
I know it's not being white, it's just being lighter, and who is the most lightest race? And which is the race that's been light and has been in power and is associated with all these things.
I like how you're gesturing to me as well.
No, I'm not talking to you, I'm speaking to you, but I'm not saying it's you, but I'm speaking to you, that's why I'm gesturing. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, it's the race that's got all these attributes, and it's the attributes are the races that are trying to aspire to. It is about race, unfortunately. It's subconscious, it's not like something that's purposefully hateful.
Apart from those who are purposefully
apart from those who are, you know, but there's always those people in every group.
Ignore them.
Yeah, back to the video. Sorry. Okay, back.
It's opened the door to a whole new market of beauty products. Interestingly, according to their website, Fair & Lovely is supposed to be one of the most trusted brands for young women in India. Yeah. In the early 1990s, Emami's Naturally Fair Herbal Fairness Cream came out. Farever by Calvin Fair came out in 1998. Fair Glow from Godrej came out in 1999.
When I was young, I was enraged, but I didn't understand.
And by the early 2000s, fairness creams were immensely to be better if it has skin like
Oh my god.
The Indian whitening cream market was estimated at around $423 million in 2010. And by 2014, the industry was estimated at almost $500 million. That's 3,000 crores. 3,000 fucking crores. Now, it isn't just advertisements that tell us fair skin equals good, dark skin equals bad. There's tourism developed before written records were kept. But it is thought that when the Aryan people migrated to India around 1000 BCE, they mixed their religious traditions with the Dravidians. The Aryans were considered the conquerors of the dark-skinned Dravidians, and so the light skin of the invading Aryans was considered superior. Into the systemic belief that light skin is better and is associated with power. It rings true in the caste system as well. Historically, those in the higher caste with more privilege and more power were more light-skinned than those in the lower caste. And this is very clearly due to the fact that the lower caste often worked as physical laborers and spent their days doing work under the hot sun, while those in the higher caste remained indoors. It was around the 18th century that Europeans began insisting that skin color was an indicator of moral and intellectual qualities to justify their torture of Africans. And it's theorized that this had a pretty big influence on us, leading to the adoption of these ideas that resulted in internalized racism. There's even an old Sanskrit word, Asurya Sparsh, which is used to refer to someone who is light-skinned, not touched by the sun, and therefore rich and pure. Mythology and these...
Pause.
In Hindi, Asura can mean demon. That's one thing I know from Hindi is Asura can mean, I think, demon or emissary, something like that.
I didn't know. I was gonna speak of the connotations of being light and being associated with purity and all that thing. It's just like being dark is just, the cards already dealt against you innately.
It's like starting a game on hard mode.
Yeah, starting a game with everything's like, no, you're not gonna succeed, you're failing.
Sorry.
It's not your fault, honey.
I know, but I feel as one of...
Think about this, yeah? We are trying to stop like racism and stuff, but like being black itself, the connotation like with the word
black
itself.
And white. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Because people associate black and white with like good and evil in other contexts.
No,
like,
in all contexts.
Yeah.
Black and white. It's black and white.
It's
good
like,
or bad.
even at the like basis bit of human psychology, light is good because you can see, dark is bad because you can't see.
Exactly. So do you understand why someone like deep down, like cognitively, they're gonna be racist? Yeah. Because it's what's the word? Indoctrinating.
Indoctrinating.
Yeah. Like it's why. is good, black is bad. And it's just like, we have no chance.